All right. Good morning, everybody. Good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. Since this is the first broadcast, I'm going to go ahead and ask, can you hear me in the chat? See if anyone speaks up. I'm going to take that as a yes, no. Awesome. Thank you, Produce Pete. I appreciate the feedback. Make sure this goes as smooth as possible. All right. So, welcome to High Tea with Biscuit. This is going to be a weekly show for kitty news and updates. And I don't expect to have kitty news every week. So, we'll try to incorporate some other interesting side pieces for you to watch and follow each week. We're going to have some recurring items like Biscuit buys a shit coin, and we're going to follow those shit coins, and you can live vicariously through me and watch me lose my money so you don't have to. We're going to introduce new NFTs, any marketing updates, things like that. All those news and updates are going to end up on here, so you can wait for this show instead of waiting on Telegram, every day and waiting for updates on there. So hopefully that gives you a bit of peace of mind to know that there's going to be a weekly update, and if there is news, you'll hear it on there. But since this is our first episode, I know most of the people probably watching right now are kitty veterans, but just in case there is anybody new watching, because this is recorded, and I do expect that some people will be watching the recording. I'm actually going to do a bit of an intro to CryptoKitty. So all you veterans and founders that are watching right now, you could probably tune out for a little bit. But to start the show, of course, we have to start with the classic kitty jingle. It'll be the intro to our show each week. And here it is.
They are taking over the world, these silly funny furballs. Online rulers, that's for real. CryptoKitty is what we're called. Watch out for the paw power, it's stronger than you might think. CryptoKitty, the meow coin. Meow.
All right. There's actually a lag in between what I'm broadcasting and what you're seeing. So anything you put in live chat, know that, you're what I'm presenting is about 15 seconds ahead of what you're seeing. So keep that in mind. I think that's just a YouTube fiasco. We're going to start with our intro to Kitty. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen here. So here we have the CryptoKitty website, beautifully designed. 100% joke, 100% serious. All the places you can buy CryptoKitty, Pancake Swap, 1inch. You can find it on CoinMarketCap, CoinGecko, our social media, Reddit, Telegram, Discord, all on there. Check them all out. The Discord's pretty empty. The Telegram's pretty full. Reddit is somewhere in between. Going to check out our roadmap. Obviously, this is kind of the joke roadmap, so we'll go to the serious roadmap. I just wanted to recap everything that's been done so far. So obviously, we started with our Telegram airdrop way back in the day. Developed or put together the Reddit airdrop on our cryptocurrency. Had the public sale. listed on Pancake Swap. And then our 10% Christmas burn, 10% New Year's burn. CoinMarketCap listing, Oxford University, which I'll get into in a minute. Our CoinGecko listing, Telegram tip bot by Raven. Thank you very much, Raven. Contract audit, contract announcement, and then the partnership with AmpleSwap. And that's another place where you can buy and sell Kitty is on AmpleSwap. I would say right now the liquidity is not as good as it is on PancakeSwap, so use your best judgment on that, where you want to actually make your trades. But AmpleSwap does have an active farm and I believe an active pool as well. So that has some rewards associated with it. Of course, we have our Oxford University. So I'm going to go through some of these items on here, particularly how to buy Kitty, especially for anyone new. Of course, that's the most pertinent item for anyone new. How do I actually get my hands on it? Talk a little bit about adding liquidity, but that's kind of a more of an advanced topic. So if you are brand new, then think twice before doing that. Talk to people, get some ideas, get a full understanding of it, and read these articles before you ever consider that. Of course, check out our subreddit with disturbing memes by Kunal. Our Twitter page, and I did get a question before the show about posting on Twitter more, and I definitely agree. I think we can do more Twitter posts. I know that we're all embedded in our Telegram and Reddit, but a lot of people don't get into those. You get a lot more people and a lot more engagement through Twitter. So absolutely agree. I do think we can do more Twitter posts. And as we get into more marketing, there will definitely be more of that. And we'll be talking about that a little bit more here in a minute. We've got our Instagram page, which I'll admit, I don't spend a whole lot of time here. I don't spend a whole lot of time on Instagram, but glad to see it's full of memes. And speaking of memes, I had to highlight this one. I think it got second in our Meow contest, but I absolutely love it. So I did want to highlight it here. We'll start it over from the beginning.
Money. Okay, fine.
All credit to Superdead2. I don't know how to say your name. I don't know if you're on Telegram, if I can link you to a name on there, but nice job. I love that one. So now that I've given a bit of an intro to Kitty, Kunal wants to eat my dog. I got to keep my dog away from Kunal. I shouldn't be reading the chat. It's disturbing me. Anyways. All right, so let's go back to the main CryptoKitty website. And right here, simple as this, buy Kitty on PancakeSwap. Now, of course, there's a few things you had to do before you really get to this point. And that is get a wallet set up and get some BNB in it. There's many different ways you can do that. I use MetaMask. A lot of people use Trust Wallet. Kind of depends on whether you are on desktop or mobile. It's really just up to you on what you use there. If you do use MetaMask, you have to manually add the chain. So it just starts you out on Ethereum mainnet, but you have to add Binance Smart Chain. You do that by going to add network, and I don't know if it's going to show my private info on there, so I'm going to avoid it for now. But anyways, we do have the Binance Smart Chain added already, so we can see our BNB currency and everything on the Binance Smart Chain network that we have added. One thing you'll want to do if you're buying Kitty, you see this little button down here if you have MetaMask. I don't know if there's a similar one for Trust, but you can click that button to add it to your wallet. I've already added it, but this way you'll be able to see it. You can do this manually as well, but you'll want to be able to see that in your wallet. And MetaMask, along with I think Trust Wallet as well, maybe, I'm not sure, actually does track the price. So you'll be able to see the current price of the kitty in your wallet as well. So we've already added that. So if I want to buy some kitty, I put in an amount in BNB. And one thing that you have to do when you're buying, and this has to do with the taxes, the reflections, the 2% that goes to holders and the 1% that gets burned, you have to change the slippage. So the default slippage on PancakeSwap is going to be at 0.5%. But because of the taxes on trades for kitty, you do have to up that to about 5%. And what that does is allows you to receive a little bit less than what was estimated. And you don't want to ever have that number too high though, because just a little information here that you can be front run. And it actually warns you when you do that. So if I go and I just say, I don't know, 20%, your transaction may be front run. Well, what is that? Front running a transaction is basically detecting that a transaction is starting to happen and then paying very high gas to get a transaction ahead of that transaction that buys it, raises the price, and then sells after that purchase is made. So basically skimming off a profit and getting a little bit of, or making the person who was buying get a little bit less actually than they would have. So they ended up paying a higher price. Well, why does that work? Well, if you have a huge slippage, then you're basically saying, I'm willing to accept less than what is the nominal value at the time. I'm allowing it to slip by 5%. We have to have that slippage on here simply because it's going to be a little bit less because of the taxes. Otherwise, it would say insufficient output amount. But if I were to put in, 20% arbitrarily, I could be front run. So I want to avoid doing that. All right. You could put instant gas, but then you're going to pay more for your transactions. So most typical transactions, you really don't want to do that. And since we're doing a demo here, I'll go ahead and buy some kitty. Why not? Make sure it works. And it's going to fail live on air. Of course it will, just because that's the way things work. All right. We're going to confirm. Submitted. Oh, I think it's actually going to work. Perfect. So we just bought some kitty. So we had 0.02 BNB purchase of kitty into a wallet I made especially for the show. So don't worry too much about tracking my personal wallet. That's not being shown right now. I see Gradivis says I have a sexy voice. Thank you. All right. So the next thing I wanted to show you for anyone new is just how to add liquidity and really what that means. And again, there's articles for this on Oxford University. It's right here. Liquidity part 1 and part 2, and I believe those have been translated into multiple different languages. So that's somewhere where you can read and get that information as well, but sometimes it's nice to see it on video. So to add liquidity, and this applies to anything, not just kitty, but definitely applies to kitty. You can basically make a liquidity pool for anything. Most people make a liquidity pool for one of their tokens plus BNB or one of their tokens plus BUSD. But it's So you're typically trading against the native token on the Binance Smart Chain or some other commonly used token. But you can make a liquidity pool for anything. I can make a liquidity pool for Kitty and Alpaca. Why not? And of course, I'm the first liquidity provider, so yeah, that's obviously not a very common pool. So I can actually set the ratio. And if I'm the first provider, I will say, if you're actually the first provider of liquidity, you have to be very careful just to be as accurate as possible, because if you set it too high, then people will just sell into you and lower your price, with one of the tokens. If you set it too low, then people will just buy it up at cheap prices. So really, your goal is to be accurate. You don't want to set it too high or too low. You want to figure out what the market is. But with something like Kitty and Alpaca, who knows what the market is? So we're going to trade a Kitty and BNB. That's obviously a more traditional selection there. So because this liquidity pool already exists on PancakeSwap, then the rate is already set, and I don't set the rate. And I can just say, put in all the Kitty that I purchased and the equivalent amount of BNB, which in this case would be 0.019. You recall I bought this for 0.012 or 0.02, and now I have a little bit less than that. And it wasn't because the price went up, because obviously now it's worth a little bit less. That's because of the taxes. So it was slightly different just because the little bit of taxes that were taken out for the reflections to holders and for the burn. And obviously any additional gas that was taken out for the transaction. So then I'm not going to add it on here right now. I have plenty of liquidity in there right now, but I'm going to, if you were to add it, you would enable it and then supply it. I've already enabled this on my main wallet. Once you enable it once, you don't need to enable it again. Once you do supply liquidity, you'll get another token called Pancake LPs that are specific for this particular LP contract. You can take those Pancake LPs and lock them on a site like Mudra or Unicrypt, or there is another one that is escaping me right now, but Katoshi says it's probably the best and the cheapest option for locking as well. But before you do that, get with one of the admins, get with Katoshi, get with Grativis, and talk to them about it first, because we have incentive programs going on for locking liquidity right now. But depending on when you watch this video, they may not last forever. Okay, we have something in the chat. Biscuit, can you show how to farm Ample with Kitty BNB pair? Okay. I will do that real quick. So we'll go to ampleswap.com. And I don't have anything set up on here right now, so this is the first time this account has been on AmpleSwap. So I'll go ahead and connect my wallet. And I'm allowing it to connect. So first thing I want to do is go to liquidity. AmpleSwap takes a little bit longer to load. And then it's pretty much the same thing. AmpleSwap looks a lot like PancakeSwap. I'm sure they've used a lot of the same code and assets. So we'll go ahead and add BNB, and it doesn't matter which order you do this in. But Kitty is one of the whitelisted tokens on AmpleSwap, so we just have to go down and find it. I probably already passed it. It was right there on the top. Okay. And just like PancakeSwap, I would just have to enter an amount. I'll just say put in the max amount of Kitty. And because the price is actually a little bit higher on AmpleSwap.com, on AmpleSwap right now, it's actually a little bit more BNB. Why is that? Because it's a completely different liquidity pool. And between the two, you have what's called arbitrage. And arbitrage is essentially buying on one exchange and selling on another, or vice versa, to just get that price difference. And arbitrage is a good thing. Yes, people make profits on it, but it keeps the value stable and the volume up across all exchanges. So arbitrage, while people are making a profit doing it, they are in the end providing a service. Now with Kitty Reflections, they may or may not be making a profit on it unless it's a big price difference. So kind of have to be a little bit careful there if you're actually planning on doing arbitrage. So in order to provide liquidity to the pool, I'll just go ahead and do it. Why not? We'll do this for the show. Give permission to access the kitty. Thinking. Okay. Confirmed. And then I supply. It tells me how many of the pool tokens I'm getting. So you get the ample LP pool tokens instead of pancake LPs. It's a different pool. Confirm the transaction. And I found there's generally a little bit more gas that you pay when you're supplying liquidity. Someone can correct me if I'm wrong there, but that's just been my experience. All right, so we supplied liquidity, and you can see down here our share of the pool, how much we pooled, Kitty we have pooled, how much BNB we have pooled, and our LP tokens. So we have 0.0582 LP tokens. So then we can go to the farms, find the Kitty BNB farm. Then we have to enable the farm. Costing me 9 cents. The idea is that you make that 9 cents back pretty quickly, though. Thinking. Okay, transaction confirmed. Then you would stake your LP. Might as well just stake all of it. And it kind of gives you an estimate of your return on investment at current rates. So it's saying at the end of the year, I should get $679 from this. Take that take that number with a grain of salt. It's based on assuming that the farm lasts for a whole year and that the rate stays the same. So that's not going to be the case. So the farm's not likely to last the whole year. I can't say exactly when it's going to end, but eventually the funds run out. Essentially, we pay for this farm. So we pay tokens to AmpleSwap to run this farm, to just get people interested in Kitty. It's another opportunity to invest. And then they get paid back in the local currency, which is on AmpleSwap, which is Ample. Then you can do with that Ample whatever you want. You can buy more, sell it. You can stake it in liquidity as well and stake it in a pool. Then I would confirm it. And yes, 9 cents, that's highway robbery. Confirm. And then confirm transaction. Eventually this will go away and we start hearing or seeing how much we've earned. So right now we've earned 0.015 Ample. And that approximates to less than 1 cent right now. So that's why it's not showing up. You'll see this number slowly going up. But of course I'm only staking about 1650 worth of Kitty and BNB LP. So obviously not that much staked right now. You can harvest as much as you want, but you really want this number to be a little bit higher first because harvesting is going to cost you gas. And there's no sense paying 9 cents or 10 cents in gas to get 1 cent. So wait until it's actually some decent money. I would say at least $1 in my opinion. before you harvest it. And then when you harvest it, you can put it in a pool. There's ample pools, a manual ample pool, um, or you can stake your ample and earn kitty as well. Obviously, I'd encourage you to use that one. But yeah, so that's pools and farms. If you say staked only, it shows only the ones that you have staked, so you don't get bombarded with all the other ones. Yeah, dump ample swap by kitty meow profits. I like that. I'll be honest. I was personally selling some ample to make up my gas money, but I did keep some, so I'm holding some ample as well. I like to diversify my my tokens on the Binance Smart Chain. But all right, we're gonna move on to the next segment, and then I'm gonna save the best for last. The next segment is going to be Biscuit buys a shitcoin, where you're going to help me. And unfortunately, because this isn't live with the chat, it might be a little bit of a delay in things where I got to wait to see some of your suggestions, but we'll get through that. And then we're going to unveil, as promised, the ad for the AristoKitties NFT that is going to go live. We're looking at marketing plans through YouTube and TikTok right now. Got some things pretty solid on YouTube. Not going to release any of those details yet until they're out. So thanks for the reimbursement, Kunal. So not going to release all the details on that until it's out there, but we should be seeing that very soon. Trademark. Sell Kunal by Kitty. Yes, I would agree with that. All right. So on to the next segment. All right. Where to buy Kunal coin? I like that. Is there going to be a Kunal coin? There really should be. So, what I'm going to do in this segment, we're going to find a brand new shitcoin out there on the market. I'm going to buy it, and we're going to watch it week to week and see that most likely I'll probably have lost all my money, but who knows? Maybe I'll moon. We'll see. So we're going to find the best Telegram, the most ridiculous Telegram that we can find. We'll go through crypto moonshots and BSC moonshots to see what's out there, and we'll buy some shit coins. This is absolutely not financial advice. In fact, it's probably the exact opposite of financial advice. I do not encourage anyone to go out to crypto moonshots or BSC moonshots and buy any of these. They are full of scams. I am probably going to lose all of this money that I invest. So just don't. That's why you're watching me do it and you don't do it yourself. So because you might be throwing away your money. But we'll follow week to week and see what happens. But I would be willing to bet anything I buy this week is going to be gone next week. We'll see. So of course, to get the worst of the worst, we have to sort by new. Chromos on, revolutionizing the Chronos chain. I'm not doing anything on the Chronos chain. I don't know much about that yet. Floki Pulse V2. That's got to be interesting. Let's see what Floki Pulse is. It's on PancakeSwap Goods, or at least on BSC. You can stake HEG for FPulse on Nest Swap. Stake FPulse plus WBNB for FPulse on Nest Swap. Let's check out their Telegram channel. Let's see. Ooh, they have Encanto on there. All right, I gotta admit that's pretty neat. Someone put some work into that one. We have Good Luck to Project. This one's kind of boring. I expect to see more gifts. Oh, here we go. This one's a classic. This one's my favorite. We got to pump it up. Floki pumps times 1,000 gem. The Power of Heg. Okay, I don't know what all that stuff is. All right, let's keep looking. Okay. Poo Crow. That's Poo Coin on Kronos. I don't know anything about that. Baby Monstamon. Just not a cat coin, please. No, we're not going to buy a cat coin on here. And yes, this is a casino. Lab Swap V2. Oh, this is an ad. Those are actually very expensive NFTs. I've looked. Flamingo coin. Okay, no cat coin, but we didn't say no flamingo coin. %70 of taxes go to marketing. Well, that's definitely a plan there. %2 tax is too juicy, and community is made of diamonds. Okay, we got to check that one out. Wait a second. Telegram links to a Reddit user. I'm confused. Use dark mode. No, I'm not. I like light mode. I'm a light guy. I'm of the light. I'm a good guy. So I use light mode. I'm not a nerd in the dark. So why am I going to your user page? No, it doesn't even, okay, it's not even working. I'm going to guess this is supposed to be R. You failed at this, Flamingo Coin BSC. They've already been banned from Reddit. Okay, that's definitely a scam. Let's just stay away from that one. Juicy tax, yes. Meta Spark. That sounds familiar. I think I already got scammed with that one. That one's still out there? Elon 1. There we go. This is F. See, Biscuit get P coin. No, we're not going to get P coin. We're getting shit coins, not P coins. P coin created by a fellow Kitty member, so we'll leave them out of this. World's first sick coin. Bullet NFT airdrop. This is Bob's coin. We're going to cancel culture. Even the transracial, gender-neutral, fruitcake, pro-Hillary, AOC-loving, hippie, Antifa, BLM, raw vegan yoga, Tom Hanks, gun grabber deserves freedom from the confines of oppressive major corporations. Whew. Even the neo-Nazi puppy-murdering, bitter virgin, MAGA-supporting, beer-belly, balding Alex Jones impersonator should not be whisked off into the oblivion of cancel culture and oppressive governmental regulation. Dang, Bob's coin. Catgirl coin. I got to check out this Bob's coin. This is going to be an entertaining. Solicitors will be banned. Okay, let's switch over to Telegram here. Jesus Travis. Only 276 members? Oh, we're getting in early here. Yo Snep. We are continuing to push marketing until community gets to the right size. Adding some cool things. Bob's Bullets. What is this place? Of course, we can take it to the moon. Absolutely. We've got our advertising, promotions, and shill service. Do you need Chinese call, sir? All right. Since we don't have live chat, I mean, we do, but you guys are going to see this in like minutes now. I'm going to ask you which one I should buy, but I'm leaning towards Bob's coin. Who thinks Bob's coin? If I have anyone who wants that, just say so in the chat. In the meantime, I'll wait for your responses. I think I'm won over by this. Oh, it's betting on bodies. Let's see their Twitter. It's Doge with a gun. It's not very nice. All right, that's not cool. I don't know what's going on there, but I'm buying it, regardless of whatever their politics are, because it is an absolute shitcoin. And I was won over by the ridiculous description. I don't necessarily agree with any of it, but I gotta give them points for ridiculousness. So the safest way to do this, just take their contract address. Don't click on any links or go to any ridiculous websites that they want you to link to. Go straight to your Poo coin. Let's look at their chart. Bob's coin doesn't even have a chart yet. Oh, there's no LP. That's a bummer. Yeah, if there's no LP, it hasn't been listed yet, then we can't find it. That's a bummer. All right, we're going to have to find something else. I can't buy Bob's coin. Money Bunny Inu. Money Bunny is here to stay, and trust me, you don't want to miss the Money Bunny babes. Money Bunny Summer and all the bunny babes. Oh, here we go. It's too long of a story for Reddit. There is a Money Bunny show. I probably shouldn't mock that too much considering I'm doing an internet show right now, so we'll leave that one alone. Weekly treasure hunts. All right. I think I'm sold. Biscuit, when gambling with shitcoins and adding all those contracts, we need to use a disposable wallet, right? Yes, yes. Thank you for that question. I am using a completely disposable wallet, and when you buy and sell these shitcoins, you are putting your wallet, your complete wallet, at risk. I would never do this with my main wallet holding all my BNB and Kitty. Never, ever, 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 ever. Use a disposable wallet for your shitcoins. I probably have like 30 wallets floating around there, and some of them are completely tainted because they've already been compromised and had funds stolen or had scams or have approved contracts that I just don't even want to deal with at this point. They're dead wallets. So, yes, absolutely. I'm glad you asked that question. When you go to sell a token, you basically have to approve that contract. You basically approve the tokens for sale on the like Pancake Swap or whatever. So you're approving a contract. They can insert some malicious code on there that actually gives them access to your other tokens like BNB, and they can steal those from your wallet. So you got to be really careful when you're buying and selling these things. But beyond that, there's lots of tokens out there that when you buy them, you can't sell them. So they have whitelist addresses that are the only ones that can sell. They have taxes that are so high, like 100% taxes, that you can never sell because it would all go to taxes. So you have to set slippage to 100%, which Pancake Swap won't even let you do. There are any number of scams that I run into. The most malicious would be one that could empty out your wallet, but usually what they do is they'll just take your money for their tokens and then run away with it. And that's so at least you just lost whatever you put into that token. That's why I'm saying I could completely lose all this money because all these could be scams. Anyways, let's check out their Telegram. All right, we got the obligatory guy riding a rocket to the moon. We're flying soon. All right, that's a cool graphic. I'll give him credit for that. Credit where credit is due. Oh, it's a private sale. I'm going to guess they don't have liquidity yet. That's creepy. Don't tell me they don't have liquidity yet either. We better check before we even get into this. Why even post it if you don't have liquidity yet? Buy now. So what I just did, you probably shouldn't do. Don't just go to some random website and click on a link to buy now. I'm looking up here and seeing that it did take me to pancakeswap.finance. If you actually want to do that, you have to set like output currency and all that. Just going to pancakeswap.finance doesn't really do anything to direct people to buy your token. So my guess is they probably don't have any liquidity yet. But no white paper. I can't even click on that. Okay, they're on pink sale. I'm not doing that. Wow, that's 0 for 2. I might just have to find one. Sunrise, baby Monstamon. Okay, the baby coins are everywhere. There's always going to be a baby coin of whatever you have out there. Let's crow Brandon. I think that was a rug pull on SMBSC. Beaver Inu. Okay. I'll buy a beaver coin. Before we get into it, I'm going to make sure they have liquidity before I waste my time. Yes, they do. 26.7 BNB. Oh, it's just going straight up. Oh my God, I got a FOMO into this one. I see that chart. I know I'm going to the moon. It's going straight up to the moon. Let's get some beaver. We'll check out their Telegram first. Got our big buys. Feeling bullish. Buy, new all-time high. Pump it. Oh yeah, this is what we like to see. This is a serious shitcoin Telegram right here. Load up your bags. That's what I'm about to do. 100x soon. Time to go. All right. I'm sold on Beaver Inu. We'll check in next week and see if I lost all my money. Okay, we're going to go to Pancake Swap. We're going to swap. Let's get our contract address. Import the beaver. It rightfully warns me. Of course, let's flip the chart. So this shows you BNB to beaver. We got to flip it around so we see that sweet upward mobility there. And we're going to put a whole 0.05 BNB into beaver. Let's hope our slippage tolerance is high enough. Biscuit likes the beaver. Absolutely. All right. Pending transaction confirmed. I now have 493.318 beaver. We'll check in with that next week and see how rich I am, or if I lost it all, which is probably more accurate. All right, that's it for the first Biscuit buys a shitcoin. We've successfully bought some Beaver Inu. Now, we're moving on to a next section that I want to call NFTs. You know, NFTEAZSE. I don't have a sweet video intro for that like I did for Biscuit buys a shitcoin, so sorry about that, but I do have a sweet video that we're going to share at the very end of it. So, going to start with talking about the AristoKitties NFTs. So as you can see here, we have our collection on OpenSea, and on Rarible, and on LooksRare. I don't know if you can. I know you can make bids on LooksRare. I know you can make bids on Rarible. I think it only shows the auction prices on OpenSea. They were listed on OpenSea. Yes, it is in ETH, and I know that a lot of people here hate Ethereum. I mean, we were on the Binance Smart Chain with Kitty. However, we've determined that it is pretty much the only viable platform for NFTs. Nobody, just don't get the volume and the people on those other chains because for whatever reason they trust Ethereum more. I guess it was the first and all that, even though it's more expensive. And yes, the prices are a little bit high, so these aren't for everybody. But the whole point of the AristoKitties NFTs is to bring NFT folks into CryptoKitty. So we're not trying to sell these to you guys. We're not, I mean, some people, you're absolutely welcome to buy them. You're the first to know about them. But this is a marketing tool for CryptoKitty to bring more people in. We say we have an NFT collection, working on a game. We are working on this and that, and we'll put that on the roadmap, and we want to bring more people in with that. So it's not just pumping up marketing tactics. We actually want to have something for that. And I loved mine so much, and I'm going to show you this. I actually received it yesterday, but I haven't unboxed it yet. So I'm going to take pictures of that and post it on Telegram or save it for next week's episode. We'll see. But I actually got mine on a massive, sorry for using English units, but it's 3 feet by 2 feet painting. So that's almost a meter in one dimension there. And yes, it's of Lady Biscuit right there. So, yeah, obviously you guys are all free to bid on these. I know the price is a little bit high, but again, there's only 69 of them. They're each unique. They're one-off. There's, you look at the Bored Apes and there's like, I don't know how many thousands of them. CryptoPunk, same, and yet they sell for ridiculous amounts. There's only 69 of these. They're each unique. They are immutable, meaning that they cannot be changed. They're in the block weave, and obviously Katoshi can tell you more about that stuff. I don't know all the details there, but he's the super smart cat behind all that. But basically that means that we can't change it. We're not hosting all the information and the metadata and the JSON files and the images on a remote servers that we own. They are somewhere else permanently on the web, and we can't touch them. So what you buy is permanent, as long as the internet exists, I guess. Or the Earth crashes into the sun or something like that. But obviously we'd have more things to worry about than NFTs if that happened. So if you do want to bid on one of these, you can do that from your MetaMask wallet as well. I have no Ethereum in here, so mine is empty, but you could switch to your Ethereum mainnet. You would connect to the site with your wallet. Blah, blah, blah. Connect. Switch from Binance Smart Chain to cancel. Just cancel. Let's stay on Ethereum. Anyways, total balance is $0. Obviously, I don't have any Ethereum in here, but if I wanted to place a bid, I could go in here and place bid. I thought it already switched, but there we go. It's asking for a signature and all this stuff. So if I had any Ethereum in there, it should work fine, but obviously I don't. But as you can see, it has the properties and kind of a hint towards the future. We have all these boosts: agility, awe factor, curiosity. Those sound like they might be attributes for a card game. Just gonna throw that out there. Yeah, we'll leave that in the ether, so to speak. Pardon the pun. But yeah, so that's the Aristokitties NFTs. And now I want to share with you the Aristokitties NFT ad that we're going to be posting everywhere on social media after this is over. You guys are the first to see it, other than obviously the people who developed it. So they, of course, got to see it first. But without further ado, here is the first Aristokitties NFT ad. All right. Well, I hope everybody enjoyed that as much as I did. That was a joint effort between myself and Katoshi. I did the museum segment, and Katoshi helped out with the intro. Kind of worked together, tweaking things and perfecting it. And I think it turned out really well. So that's going to be posted all over social media. We're actually talking to some influencers right now. Again, not going to say their names just because I don't want to hurt any negotiations or bargaining or anything like that. So we'll leave that open right now. But yeah, so that's going to be out there marketed very soon. Hopefully we get some people in to the AristoKitties NFTs, and we bring more people into Kitty. So that ad, as well as all the information about Kitty, is going to be shared by whomever is going to be sharing that with the world. And I just wanted to thank everybody for coming in and checking out the first episode of High Tea with Biscuit. I think it went rather well. This was my first live stream ever. I do a lot of trainings for work, and so I'm used to presenting and sharing with everybody, but this was definitely my first time doing a live stream, so I hope you guys enjoyed it. And with that, I'm going to take you all out on the Kitty jingle. That's going to be our intro and our outro because I'm just lacking any creativity, but I think it's great. Thanks everybody for tuning in. I'll see you next week.
They are taking over the world, these silly funny furballs. Online rulers, that's for real. Crypto kitty is what we're called. Watch out for the paw power, it's stronger than you might think. Crypto kitty, the meow coin.